Hello and welcome to an abridged version of Nationwide due to the live broadcast from Kebbi. I am Lydia Odije Ochi. Compliments of the season and thank you for joining us. Road crashes at this Yuletide period has reduced drastically owing to compliance by motorists. While discussing on NTA's program Good Morning Nigeria on safety during the Yuletide period, FCT Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps attributed the successes so far recorded to the collaborative efforts of the Corps and other stakeholders.
By the grace of God, it has been very, very smooth. We've not really had any problems since we started. Movement of people and goods have been well done. And of course, we put a lot of measures in place to make sure that there's no traffic bottlenecks, especially in the FCT.
The Assistant Director Operations of the Directorate of Road Traffic Services, Dele Yaro, commended motorists for obeying traffic rules during the period.
Maybe vision tests, then the knowledge on highway code and the road signs, and to be sure that you are up to date. And apart from that, they were spoken to the need for them to behave and to maintain the speed limits while driving, to make sure that there's free flow of traffic. And so far, so good in FCT. You know that VIA is a state affair. Within FCT, the motorists have behaved very well. We have not recorded much road crashes.
They pledge to continue to increase sensitization and enforcement of traffic rules to reduce carnage on the highways. As Christians around the world mark the birth of Jesus Christ with celebrations, Hakimat Aliu visited some internally displaced persons camps in the Federal Capital Territory to capture the mood there in this season of festivity.
The territory is said to be home to all Nigerians and the internally displaced persons who fled from insurgent attacks in search of refuge are not an exception, as Abuja is now home to many of them who are yet to return to their ancestral homes. However, it was a low-key Christmas celebration at the IDP camp in Durumi, Area 1 section of Abuja.
We celebrate Christmas. We want to thank God.
We are living in peace, both Muslim and Christian. Even we Muslim, we are happy because we are together to celebrate with our Christmas together with a Christian for those who are living here.
We pray to God and thank God for today, that He protect us till now.
At another IDP camp visited in New Kuchigoro, the atmosphere was fun-filled with lots of excited kids as an organization was there to celebrate with them in the spirit of the season.
I'm happy that they are celebrating for us. Because they born our Jesus, I am happy. This Christmas, I am happy.
Last year we were in the IDP camp in Durumi. But this year we felt there's need for us to extend this love to other people. This is a season of love where we will extend the love, the peace that Christ has brought in this day of Christmas. This thing we are doing here is also done presently in five states in Nigeria.
The Christmas lunch, organized by the community of St. Egidio organization, is one the IDPs maintained will remain memorable to them. The gesture here, they say, defines the true meaning of Christmas, which involves sharing, giving, and showing of love, especially to the less privileged. Hakimat Ali, NTA News.
And to give a sense of belonging and succor to the less privileged in the society, a non-governmental organization, First Child and Prisoner Care Foundation, has organized a children's Christmas party for orphanages within the territory. Ayena J. Outa has the details.
Children were invited from different orphanages in Abuja to celebrate Christ's birth through a get-together where they can interact with one another. They enjoyed activities such as dancing and singing.
Everybody, mama, mama, hey! Hey!
Christmas, we just thought we're always meeting children on a very serious note. It's either healthcare or educational purposes. So we're just like, okay, why don't we have a day where they're just children? They're just playing. It has nothing to do with education or health, where they'll just, have fun. And which other day than Christmas Day?
It was splendid, spending time with other kids from different homes. And my appreciation also goes to the organizers of this party. Just having fun with other people on the Christmas Day is good.
I feel so happy. I feel glad.
First Child and Prisoner Care Foundation, since its establishment in 2013, has been serving humanity, especially the less privileged, through scholarships, empowerment, skills acquisition, entrepreneurial training, and capacity building. Aina J. Outa, NTA News.
Lagos is our first port of call, and Ruth is our guide. Ruth, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Lydia. Merry Christmas and welcome to Lagos. The Nigerian Navy is the latest to show its benevolence in the spirit of Christmas at Tongeje Island. This was demonstrated during Medical Rhapsody organized by the Western Naval Command for residents of the island. Dotun Oguyemi has the report.
Yes, we are currently on Tongeje Island, Ogun State, where the Western Naval Command of the Nigerian Navy is carrying out a free medical rhapsody. I have with me a resident of this community, Felicia Ido, who would speak more about this initiative.
Very happy for everything they bring for Tongeje Island. Even as I see Navy, I'm very happy, really happy for everything that is going on.
Public of Benin don't try to collect this place. We not agree for them. But as Navy can't deal with us, we can't get food mine. Everything we rather the way Navy they do self. They make everything, they change everything, they go up and down. We like them, we greet Navy.
They are far detached, they are feeling as if they are neglected. So we did this rhapsody on this Christmas Day so that they will know that Christmas is a day that you spend with your family. So we feel it's a day that we should bring them together. Many understand that they are Nigerians and they are our family and they belong to Nigeria. So we believe this will put a smile on their faces and also draw them closer to Nigeria.
Tongeje is Nigeria's closest island to Benin Republic and therefore remains a strategic location for the Navy in tackling pipeline vandals and pirates. From Tongeje Island, it's back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Dotu. The Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Imoheme Edgal, has commended residents of the state for their collaboration with the police and peaceful conduct during Christmas celebration. He said the same tempo can be sustained for the New Year celebration as well as 2019 general elections. Doin Dia reports.
Christmas, which is the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ, is often characterized with heavy socio-economic activities, especially in a cosmopolitan city such as Lagos. The 2018 Christmas festival was not an exception. What is commendable, however, is the peaceful conduct of those celebrating the Yuletide, an outcome of the security strategies jointly established by the Lagos State Police Command, the state government, other security agencies, the private sector and the residents, the community policing and safety partnership, which has achieved a great results according to the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Imoheme Edgal, can also be relied upon for an improved security of lives and property during the new year.
And very shortly we'll be entering the new year. I want Lagosians to go out, enjoy Lagos nightlife, celebrate and enjoy themselves moderately, and of course still be security conscious. Whenever you see something, please say something so we can take action.
While urging residents to celebrate with moderation, the command advised them to be conscious of fake and expired food and beverages as well as other consumables to avoid health complications, adding that the police emergency free toll lines 112 and 767 and the 10 dedicated lines are available to the public. In Lagos, Doin Dia, NTA News.
That's our contribution from Lagos. It's now over to Lydia in Abuja for more on Nationwide.
Many thanks, Ruth. It's time for a break. Don't go away.
It's not a joke. It incites genocide and crimes against humanity. Most of Africa's civil wars are caused by hate speech from one tribe against another. We don't want it here. The Nigerian government stands firm against hate speech.
Under no conditions whatsoever should we tolerate or excuse or justify hate speech or hateful conduct of any kind, especially where such is illegal.
There's no doubt that the resurgent push for separatism, as well as the rising cases of ethnic and religious disharmony, are all traceable to the growing phenomenon of hate speech.
One nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Nigeria, one nation, one people.
This is a public service announcement brought to you by NTA.
Agenda 2030. As a successor framework for the Millennium Development Goals, the global community rolled out a bigger, deeper, and more encompassing framework called the Sustainable Development Goals, designed to transform our world, lift the poor out of poverty, as well as ensure inclusive and healthy society. On Agenda 2030, we take you on a media trip to the global destination of the future we want, with everyone on board. We focus on the people and their struggle, the civil society and their agitations, the government and her development effort, the global development agenda, its 17 goals and 169 targets. We bring you all the deliberations, insightful conversations, and high-level partnerships on the road to global destination. Agenda 2030, showing on this channel. Agenda 2030, leaving no one behind.
The candidates. A presidential town hall co-production between Daria Media and NTA, supported by the MacArthur Foundation. 4 presidential town halls, 4 political parties and their presidential and vice presidential candidates. 4 Wednesdays in January 2019, 9th, 16th, 23rd and 30th January, from 7 to 9 p.m. Town hall venue, Sheraton Hotel, Abuja. Moderator, Kadria Ahmed. The candidates will be broadcast live on NTA and other partner TV and radio stations, as well as streamed online on NTA and DTV.media. If you are over 18 and want to be part of the audience, apply online at daria.media or use the hashtag NGTheCandidates, or participate online using the hashtag NGTheCandidates.
Let all Nigerians rejoice, for our future is guaranteed.
To move to the next level.
To move to the next level.
To move to the next level.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thanks for being there. We now join Charles Abba in Makurdi for more on Nationwide. Charles, Merry Christmas.
Lydia, and a warm welcome to Makurdi, and Merry Christmas to you too. Messages of righteousness, peace and joy dominated sermons at various churches in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, as Christians mark the birth of Jesus Christ. Correspondent reports that the clergy captured the essence of Christmas. It was a joyous moment in most of the churches visited. At the Methodist Church Nigeria, Ibadan Street, Makurdi, Very Reverend Friday Ochoche emphasized Jesus Christ, the reason for the season, while Reverend Daudu Benjamin of the Holy Ghost Catholic Church dwelt on the need for piety on Christmas Day.
Jesus is the cornerstone of this season. Take him out, everything will crumble.
Pastor Mark, the Christian Life Evangelical Ministry, spoke on the revelation of God through Christ, said, and Pastor Luke Benson of the Assemblies of God Church, Wadata, hailed the essence of the season.
Men follow Jesus, but fools follow eating and drinking only without Jesus.
At the Ancaster Church, Yotier, Reverend Akpenlever charged Christians to desist from acts that are not in tandem with the mission of Christ.
Let us have that peace. Peace in our homes, peace in our heart, peace in the state, and peace in the nation, and peace in the world.
The clergymen were unanimous on the demonstration of God's love to mankind by identifying with humanity at the They are on duty while others take a break, but be it weekends, Christmas, Salah, or public holidays declared by the federal government for national days like Independence or Democracy Day. They are called essential duty workers who do not observe these days. In this report, Achigli Magaji takes a look at their activities and contributions to national development, especially from the non-formal sector.
Visible on most of the streets, they are hardly regarded until their services, which are almost indispensable, are needed. They could be vulcanizers, cobblers, water vendors, newspaper vendors, pump attendants, barbers, and those who hawk their wares along the streets.
So, as I don't go to anything now, if I still make a rest for house, I other people they rest. Family, no be comfortable.
If I'm to stay in my house, there are some other people that are not, they don't have mobility to go around. So by so coming out, at least I'm helping the masses.
Others note that though they love being at home with their family members, they have to do what fate has placed on them.
Reasonable. That's why I used to come here, and I'm getting little money from the paper that I'm selling.
For the formal sector like the hospitals, broadcast outfit, the personnel say it is a call of duty. Development experts explain that their roles are integral to national development.
You know, in every sector, in every economy, both developed and underdeveloped countries, the economy is driven by different categories of people.
Though they are non-formal because there is no constitutional provision for them, they appealed that conducive environment be provided for them to continue to contribute to the society. In Makudi, Achigili Magaji, NTA News.
That report runs off our contribution from Makudi. Lydia, it's back to you.
Many thanks, Charles, and that wraps up Nationwide. Thank you for being a part of it. Have a wonderful holidays. Bye.